There you go. So, I came across this video. I started getting into Ada, the awesome singing Japanese queen. And I came across it. This was in my recommended Japan's Faceless singing prodigy Ada, and this was 2 years ago. But I was like, ooh, I want to see this, and I want to thank everybody again for recommending me uh to encouraging me to watch her because I never heard of her. Little one has. She's been a fan of hers for months before I checked her out. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And y'all were not joking. Her singing is amazing. Her vocals, the way she sings, like she has fun with it. She just, I don't know how to explain it. I can just say it gives me chills every single time. Every time. And I recently reacted to her lives, which unfortunately I could not upload that on YouTube. I am sorry, y'all. But it is free on my Patreon, so you could go check it out there. And motherfucker, that shit scared me. All the way my booty clenched, bro. I need to stop being scared of everything. Holy fuck, man. I'm even scared of my own reflection. Because I know when I go to the bathroom, I forget how long and the mirrors are in there. So I'm like, oh shit, is somebody in here? No, it's just me. Ooh, nice. But yeah, I have a picture. Oh shit, I have to set up a link to Patreon on this thing, don't I? Fuck me. Damn it. I'll do that later. I think I'll mention later on my Discord. I'm putting exclusive content there, especially watching certain animes on there. And since here, some of y'all will have an early access and etc. Oh, thank you. Alright, let's watch this cool. Y'all are more beautiful though.
Japan has been producing some of the world's best pop music for decades, but barely anyone outside of Japan has actually heard it. Artists like Yoasobi, Radwimps, and Nujabes have brought Japanese music to international audiences, but this up-and-coming singer is gonna bring J-pop to the entire world like no one has ever done before.
Hey. I don't think I've heard this one. Holy. Backlight. Oh, okay. I love the guitar.
At 17 years old, Ado is your typical high school student. An introvert who is made fun of by her classmates and dismissed by her teachers.
I haven't seen this anime in so long.
But on the eve of her 18th birthday, Ado released a song that changed everything.
Oh my god, yes!
Ado's rise to the Japanese and global charts is just as unprecedented as it is impressive. Fast forward a few years, and she's done music for some of the biggest anime series, collaborated with one of the biggest K-pop groups, and completed a world tour that was record-breaking. But how did Ado, a girl who seemed destined to become another social outcast, rise from the deepest depths of self-loathing? This is a story of how Ado and her voice conquered not only Japan, but the entire world.
Let's go.
Ado was born in Tokyo on October 24th, 2002. And for a while, this was the only personal information that we knew about her. Ado was first exposed to music as a child through her father's love for Kiss and Queen. She was also very fond of Disney film soundtracks, especially the ones with princesses. In elementary school, her dream was to become a manga artist and illustrator. She enjoyed drawing in class, but Ado's classmates would often make fun of both her and her drawings.
Was that her? Is that her drawing? Yo, if this is her, impressive. Oh my god, I love the eyes. I love when anime guys' eyes look like that. That stare, you know, that somewhat intense stare. I love those moments in manga panels. I need to get manga again.
Enjoyed drawing in class, but Ado's classmates would often make fun of both her and her drawings. When she was around 6 years old, Ado's cousin introduced her to Vocaloid through the song Daughter of Evil.
Vocaloid?
Ado was immediately fascinated by Vocaloid and began using her father's computer to further explore it. If you don't know what Vocaloid is, it's basically a singing software that lets users create synthesized vocals. To say that Ado loved Vocaloid is quite the understatement. The most popular Vocaloid voice is Hatsune Miku.
Oh my god, that picture brings back memories. This one?
Ado loved Vocaloid is quite the understatement. The most
Y'all, I remember coming across this picture. This takes me back, like my freshman year of high school, on DeviantArt. I remember seeing it on DeviantArt. Stuff like this. I was like, who is that? I remember this. Holy shit. Oh my god, core memory unlocked. Core memory unlocked.
popular Vocaloid voice is Hatsune Miku.
Wait,
and
hold
Ado
up, back up.
absolutely
I do not sin. Wow, that was such a late reaction. Susie, what you mean?
adored Miku. Ado described herself as being shy and insecure, and it didn't help that her teachers often reminded her of her shyness. It was only through music that
Oh
Ado
my
could save
God, I
herself
hate
from her
when
own
people do that.
self-loathing.
She's shy. She's like, shut up.
Although she spent a decent amount of time
If
on
you know I'm
YouTube,
shy, keep
Nico
it to
Nico
yourself,
was
bro.
Ado's favorite video sharing site growing up. This was largely due to the scrolling comments that would appear on the site's videos, and Ado wanted to make her own
Listen,
videos so that
listen.
people would comment on them. Ado was, and still is, a big gamer, so when Nico Nico was released on the 3DS in 2014, she spent a lot of time on the site. She specifically became interested in Nico Nico's Utatamita category, after hearing Utatamita song covers from the anime Kaguro project. Utatamita translates to I tried to sing, and Utaite are virtual cover artists who post their content on Nico Nico under this category. Ado was inspired by the site's
Cool.
Utaite, especially since they would sing without ever showing their face or revealing their identity. So in 2017, Ado made an account and posted a cover of the song Kimi no Taion.
God damn.
The name she used for that account was Ado, and she got it from studying the Kyogen play Kaki Yamabushi in elementary school. Kyogen is a form of Japanese comedy theater that shows the daily life of ordinary people in the Middle Ages. In Kyogen performances, there are two types of actors, shite and Ado. She thought Ado sounded cool, and then later learned that shite means main actor, whereas Ado means supporting actor. It's hard to compete for attention on the internet. I would know this very well. But despite the discouragement Ado faced, she continued
Yeah,
to post
especially
covers.
these days.
Now you may be wondering where Ado was recording her covers, as she didn't have the money or resources to go to a studio or
Everybody
get
on YouTube,
fancy
thank you
equipment.
so much for the support.
Well, Ado began recording in her room, and in spring of 2018, she created a recording booth in her closet by pasting paper and other sound
Oh, I love seeing the beginnings of artists when they do stuff like this. I love that. My streaming room a few years ago was a closet. It was a closet.
proofing materials on the walls. Ado's lack of self-esteem made her worry about whether she could find a job after finishing high school. Ado has said previously that if she didn't become a singer, she would have likely become a NEET, which is someone who isn't in education, employment, or training. So in September of 2019, Ado said in a YouTube livestream that her goal was to do a solo live performance at Zepp Diver City by the time she's 18.
Oh.
Over time, Ado's talent started drawing the attention of not only listeners, but also fellow creators on Nico Nico. In December of 2019, Ado made her first feature on the single Osmanthus by Kajira, also known as Whale Don't Sleep.
Yeah,
Her
I'm
second
happy
feature
that
was on
she's
John
doing
Yakatori's
better.
single Shika Benesse in March of 2020. The song didn't receive too much attention until 2 months after its release, when a particular part of it became popular on TikTok. In May of 2020, Ado was a part of Pony Canyon's
Y'all
compilation
can bag on TikTok all you want, but I really appreciate TikTok for introducing me to some books and songs, because there's some songs that I've never heard because of the algorithm on YouTube and stuff kind of sucks. And TikTok introduced me to a lot of different singers and stuff. I was like, whoa, I want to listen to them. So I tried to find them on YouTube, and then from then on, listen from there and all the other stuff. I've been slacking on the music stuff lately.
Album Palette 4. She released 2 songs, both of which are region locked to Japan though. A month later, she released a cover of Boca Bonita that amassed more views on YouTube than the original version did.
It has been 9
By the time
years.
September came around, 2020 was already a momentous year for Ado. She featured on 9 songs already and officially joined a talent
I'm
agency.
looking at the rest of her
But
songs
the
on my
biggest turning
phone.
point of her career was yet to come. Ado returned from school one day and saw a Twitter message from a Universal Music representative. The company had been keeping an eye on her since Shika Benesse blew up on TikTok, and on October 15th, 2020, it was announced that Ado would make her debut with Universal Music Japan. For this project, Ado was paired with Vocaloid producer Seiudo, who she previously worked with before on Palette 4.
Holy. So was the Vocaloid producer? Let's fucking
On the
go.
day before her 18th birthday, Ado made her major label debut with Usewa. The song topped
No one
nearly
should be
every
made fun
Japanese
of.
music chart and peaked at number
Shit, no one should be made fun of for being different. I get made fun of a lot. And especially recently on YouTube. Just because of my voice. Like, bro, everybody's different. Not everyone has the same settings, okay? Okay? Shit, back in my high school, most of my school, all of my school years, I should say, but mainly high school, I would, IRL, like, put pressure on my vocal cords. I'm surprised I didn't damage it to sound quote-unquote normal. So I don't get made fun of the only thing I have for myself, you know? I really got made fun of for my woo and other shit. Like, I'm telling you, kids are ruthless and they do not fucking care. But now I am learning to accept myself little by little. Let's go!
debut with Usewa. The song topped nearly every Japanese music chart and peaked at number 41 on Billboard's Global 200. Seiudo did a phenomenal job with the song's composition and lyrics, whereas Ado put out one of her best vocal performances to capture the song's intensity and sheer anger. Usewa translates
Her
to shut up,
emotions
and
when
it
she
was viewed as
sings.
a youth anthem
Chef's
against Japanese
kiss.
society. Its lyrics depict a girl who's fed up with Japanese society and its work culture. From the start, this song is both bold and unapologetic with its message. Japan's
love
opinion on
that.
Usewa was divided. One survey of 2,000 parents found that around 37% of them were against their children singing Usewa. Regardless of what you make of this song, Ado was at the forefront of both its popularity and lyrical message. By mid-November, Usewa had 5
Of
million
course.
views on YouTube, and the number would increase to 100 million
Thank
just
you, guys.
148 days after it was released.
Ooh.
There's a ranking each year for the most trendy words in Japan, and Usewa came second on the 2021 list. Before
Second,
moving
holy.
on, I want to mention how great Ado's music videos are. Whether you're listening to Ado for the first, 900th, or even 100,000th time, you get the best experience when you're watching her music videos. Usewa's music video was done by Wuma, and the girl featured in it is Neima. All of the
Neima.
characters in Ado's music videos are usually named by their respective artists. You can even buy plushies of the
Oh.
characters that feature in the Ado cinematic universe.
Wait, you can't? Can you still do that? I want to get some plushies. I want to get some. This is so cute.
In the months following Usewa's
I thought
release,
that was a
the
middle
song got a
finger.
piano version and a remix. Ado also did some other features that deserve some attention. Faking of Comedy is probably my favorite song that she's done alongside John Yakitori.
I need to listen
And
to
then
that
there's
one.
Love
I
Ka.
haven't seen that.
This
listened to
song
that
is
one
really
yet.
distinct from every other Ado song I've heard before, and I would never guess it to be an Ado feature just based on hearing the first 30 seconds of it. On Christmas Eve of 2020, Ado released her second single, and boy was it another banger. Ready Made was made alongside Vocaloid producer Suri, and its lyrics and music video features some really cool baseball imagery. A month later, Ado made her first TV appearance through a phone interview with the music station. Now, I won't be
Ooh.
talking much about the lyrics in Ado's music, however, one song's lyrics that I have to bring up is from her third single, Gira Gira.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, that's so sad. why does that shit hit hard? Oh, that hits hard, man. Oh, damn, I felt that. I felt that shit. I can relate. Oh, I can relate. Damn.
4 days after Gita Gita was released, Ado reached 1 million subscribers on her YouTube
As
channel.
you should.
Her channel currently has over 6 million subscribers and 3.3 billion views. Odo was Ado's 4th single, and it's a really cool EDM track. It's the second Ado song I ever heard, and probably the first song that I'd recommend for a first-time Ado listener. With each new song release, Ado's popularity was growing. Enough so that in June 2021, Ado was chosen to be the second Japanese female artist featured on YouTube's Artist on the Rise series. Ado's official artwork is actually done by one of her followers named Orihara. The two met in 2019 after.
Hold up. Let me take notes. I was gonna ask who did the artwork because I've been wondering who it was. Let me just take note of that. Can anyone do commissions? Mori Calliope, no wonder.
Is actually done by one of her followers named Orihara. The two met in 2019 after Ado liked some of the fan art they made. Since 2020, Orihara has been Ado's official image director, and they also create the costumes that Ado wears for her concerts.
Holy shit, I love that one. Hold the fuck up.
And they also create the costumes that
I love this one. Oh, this one is so good too. But I love this one. Oh my god, wait. I wish I could see the back. Oh my god, I love this one. They look so good. Props to her, because I know she gets like really into her performances. That I wonder if I know she sweats under all that. But holy crap, they look good, like fun. I love the whole like gothic, dark types of clothing or styles
Ado wears for her concerts. On Ado's 19th birthday, she revealed her official logo. Now you may be wondering why there's a blue rose on it. Blue roses were never a part of Ado's avatar design or branding until she found out the meaning behind them. In 2002, the same year that Ado was born, Japan figured out how to make blue roses. In flower language, the meaning of blue roses then changed from impossible to dreams come true. The story of blue roses.
Oh, that's crazy, because I love blue roses. Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
Resonated with Ado, and it embodied her dream of one day singing in front of a big audience.
Bum,
2022 was the most significant year of Ado's career, and it started off with the release of her first album, Kyogen, in January. The word Kyogen comes from the same type of Japanese theater in which Ado got her name from. The album features 14 songs, and each track was done by a different Vocaloid producer. Kyogen really shows the talent and diversity that exists within the Vocaloid community. It's great that this album was able to share Vocaloid music with the more mainstream audience both in and outside of Japan. I don't think that many people know that the album's fourth track, Freedom, actually appears in Fortnite, as the song is played sporadically on the vehicle radio. The sixth song, Ai Tekute, was used in one of my favorite anime series, Kaguya-sama Love is War.
Oh my god,
However,
some of y'all have been
recommending
me this anime.
But rather the live-action adaptation.
I'm gonna watch it for Patreon.
It's also worth mentioning that the 12th song, Motherland, was used as a theme song for the 2022 Winter Olympics on some Japanese broadcasts. If I wanted to bring attention to any particular songs in Kyogen, it'd definitely be Fireworks and Kagakushu. Both songs are more relaxed compared to the rest of the album, and they're definitely underrated for the number of streams they've received on Spotify. Kyogen was a big success in Japan, with it topping pretty much every chart it appeared on. It was also the first album by a female artist to sell over 100,000 copies in its first week of sales since 2008. The next 7 months saw Ado release more original songs and covers, but the most important thing during the span was that she had her first 2 live performances. In April, Ado had her first live concert at Zepp Diver City, the same venue she dreamed about performing back in high school. The event was called Kageki, and it was a big success. Her second show was at Saitama Super Arena to a sold-out crowd of 20,000 people, and was called Campanella. 2022 was already a huge success, but the biggest moment
Oh,
of
I
Ado's
suck at
career
games
was
like
yet
that.
to come.
I would destroy myself. I'm sorry for pausing, but holy fuck. Chills! Let me put that again. Holy.
Nearly every top Japanese artist seems to be making anime music nowadays, and it was just about time for Ado to be a part of this group. But Ado didn't do music for some irrelevant
And I'm
seasonal show.
happy
She did an entire soundtrack for what's arguably the most popular anime series. Released in August of 2022, One Piece Red is a film centered around this new character named Uta. Uta was
I
voiced
need
by
to
Kaori
watch it, but I'm
Mizuka,
catching up on
and
the
Ado
anime
was responsible
first.
for
I'm
singing
getting
all of
close.
Uta's songs in the movie. Ado admitted that when she was first offered the role, she thought it was a prank. Ado did 7 songs for the movie, each of which was done with a different producer, and it really shows with how distinct each
7?
song is.
It says 8.
Ado gave herself 3 months to complete the soundtrack. The project was a big challenge for her, and it helped her grow as both a person and a singer. The most impressive thing was that Ado recorded all 7 songs before she even heard Uta's voice for the film's dialogue. One Piece Red became the 6th highest grossing film of all time in Japan, and this was in large part because of its incredible soundtrack.
All the films.
The movie's soundtrack album Uta no Uta was just as successful as the film. It was Japan's most downloaded album in 2022, and its opening song New Genesis became the first Japanese song to top Apple Music's daily top 100 global chart.
Holy!
The second track, I'm Invincible, is probably my favorite Ado song, but that's largely because it was one of the first Ado songs I binge listened to for a while. The third song, Backlight, really encapsulates that raw rage from Usewa alongside an awesome guitar riff from Vondi. There's even a few ballads on the album, and despite it being the first time Ado had sung in this style, they turned out amazing. The album also had a bonus cover of the One Piece song Binkesu no Sake. It didn't appear in the movie, and it definitely has a mixed reputation amongst fans. For myself, I think the song is pretty good beside the yo-ho-ho part. Uta no Uta helped Ado go from being an up-and-rising singer from Japan to one of the world's most recognizable Japanese singers. This led to Ado signing a new record deal with Geffen Records. This deal would exist alongside her existing one, and the goal was for her to release music in the US. Soon enough, Ado would even be performing internationally. If you've made it this far in the video, you're probably wondering what exactly makes Ado this amazing singer that I've described her to be. Ado took inspiration from the likes of Shiina Ringo and Yoeko.
She's different. There's just something different about her. Like, there's a lot of Japanese, well, not a lot. Select few these days. I need to listen back to the other ones, but when it comes to her, you feel different experience. It's so hard to explain, man. It's a unique experience, like the feeling you have when you listen to her music.
Okurahashi for her own style of singing. I can't give you the explanation behind her vocal techniques, but this cat can. I'd highly recommend checking out their videos on Ado's vocals, or some other videos done by vocal coaches to really understand why Ado's so talented.
Oh, listening to Show was a trip, man.
In March of 2023, a poll ran on Ado's social media accounts that asked fans what songs they wanted to hear Ado cover in an upcoming album. So in September, Ado released her first cover album called Ado's Utatamita album. It features 10 songs and is just over 40 minutes in length.
Unravel.
The songs were chosen by Ado based on the social media poll,
Unravel
and which she was interested in covering herself.
#1.
From Showa era pop to Vocaloid, the songs on this album differ greatly in both genre and emotion. If you're gonna listen to this album, you have to listen to the original songs first, because they'll make you appreciate the covers much more. My favorite song from this album is Unravel.
Man,
I
that
know the
shit
very small
was
minority of
amazing.
people who didn't like the original song, but the way Ado covered it alongside the new
The
instrumentation
original was
makes it one of my
amazing
favorite Ado
too.
songs. Shiina
I'm
Ringo is one of
surprised.
Ado's biggest inspirations, and I think she'd be very
Wait, a lot of people didn't like the original? I I loved it. Like hearing a guy's vocals go that high with that much intense feeling. Oh, it just did something to my soul. That was Little One's lullaby when she was a baby. I would blast that a lot, and she would fall. That was her lullaby. When she was having her fit, I played that song. Yo, she would go to sleep. Like, oh my god, I love it. That's my favorite song.
Proud of how Ado covered her song Crime and Punishment. Then there's Kawaii Kute Gomeru. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is the ultimate Jimbro song, and I never thought Ado would be able to replicate the cute and feminine feel of it, but she did. Ado's Utata Mita album was the 7th ranked album in Japan out of every album released in December 2023, and it was a fitting way to end what was another amazing year for our young Utaite.
Holy.
On Ado's 21st birthday, it was announced that she was having a world tour, and as you would expect, her fans went crazy, myself included. Now, I didn't think Ado would come to Toronto, but I was still really disappointed to find out she wasn't coming. I looked into doing a New York trip for the sake of seeing her, but I couldn't even get tickets for the New York or Chicago show.
Yo, getting tickets, especially for an artist like Ado and K-pop, I don't know if it's only with like K-pop artists or like J-pop artists or whatever, but getting tickets is fucking ridiculous. And there are some who do get suits and resell it 2 times the price. It's like, what the heck is going on? They are insane, as they should be with their support, but like, it can be dangerous, y'all. Holy. I want to go to my first concert that I wanted to see or experience was Linkin Park when Chester, was still around. Them or Evanescence. But now I want to see Ada. I think I don't know. I don't do well with crowds. That's another thing. I don't, I can't handle crowds.
Sold out almost instantly.
And it's so expensive.
Even if you were in the queue for tickets long before they went live, you still weren't guaranteed to get them. The most unfortunate thing about this was that scalpers made sure to take advantage of this.
Exactly.
One thing I found especially amusing was the plethora of memes online about Ado hating Singapore because she toured most major Asian countries excluding Singapore. The biggest concern with this tour was obviously how it would take place given Ado's choice to hide her identity. And what was the answer?
She's awesome in her concerts.
Where have we seen this before? It reminds me of a certain pink creature. Taking videos and photos during Wish concerts was prohibited, and for whatever reason, a lot of people thought this was a stupid rule and didn't follow it. Nevertheless, all of the 14 venues on this tour were performed to sold out crowds, and it goes to show how popular Ado is globally, and this tour has made her brand even more recognizable.
I'm so jealous
Ado's
of those who
second
saw her
studio
live.
album Zenmu will be released on July 10th. Zenmu translates to unfulfilled dreams, and we already know 13 out of the 16 songs before it releases. The oldest song that appears in Zenmu is Ea no Akarui, which came out back in 2022. It's a really beautiful love song, and I consider it to be the most underrated Ado song.
I need to listen to that one.
I'm a Controversy is one of the few Ado songs I really disliked at first.
I need to take notes.
However, it really grew on me when I understood why the chaotic and messy nature of the song fits the lyrical message perfectly. I'm a huge fan of city pop and other retro Japanese music, so when I first heard All Night Radio, I knew I'd be binge listening to it for a while. I would love to see Ado make more music in this style, and the best thing about this song isn't even the music. It's the fact that before the official music video was released, Ado posted the song on YouTube accompanied by photos of Pad Thai. Show is by far the most popular song on this album, and it should stay that way after its release. It'll probably be her 3rd most viewed video on YouTube soon enough. Show is most similar to Odo. I thought it was kind of overrated at first, but when I came to appreciate all the smaller details in the song, I understood why it blew up so
Her
fast. Show
vocals
was
on
also
that
used as a theme
song.
song for Universal Studios Japan's Halloween
Oh
campaign.
my god.
My favorite song on this album has to be Himawari. This song is so gentle and warm.
Himawari.
The lyrics are about showing appreciation for either a friend or lover, depending on how you want to think of it. It's also the theme song for this lesbian TV drama, which is pretty cool as well.
Oh.
Kura Kura marked Ado's return to doing anime music,
Cool.
and once again, she did an amazing job. It was the opening for the second season of Spy Family, and I remember binge watching the first season after finding out Ado was gonna do the second OP.
Wait, that
What
was
I really
her?
like
Yo,
about
I
Kura
need to
Kura
read.
is that it not only
That
fits
was
the
her?
Spy Family vibe perfectly, but it's also a good standalone song.
So
There's also a song
listened to
called
it
Chocolate
earlier
Cadabra
then.
that was used for the 60th
I love Spy
anniversary
Family.
commercial of Lotte Well Food. Lastly, I wanted to mention how the music video for Value was done entirely on an iPad. I don't think Zenmu
Whoa,
will be
really?
received better than Kyogen or Uta no Uta, but I do think it'll top most of the Japanese charts that it enters.
LeBron James.
Scream if you love auto.
As you can probably tell by now, I'm a pretty big fan of Ado. So in this section, I'm gonna go over Ado related stuff that I haven't mentioned already that'll give you a glimpse of the
Not
iceberg
that
that comes
meme.
with being an Ado fan. The most relevant song that I didn't give you a glimpse of the iceberg that comes with
Oh, y'all need to stop. Y'all, the internet be wild. Come on, y'all be too fast with this shit.
being an Ado fan. The most relevant song that I didn't mention already was Ado's collaboration with K-pop group LE SSERAFIM. She appeared in the Japanese version of their song Unforgiven, and I remember when it first came out, Ado was receiving a lot of unnecessary hate for it. One
Oh,
of the least streamed
really?
Ado songs is ironically a collaboration with Yoasobi's Ayase, the same guy who produced Racing Into the Night and Idol.
Oh,
Ado did
what?
a cover of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for April Fools, and the video ironically has over 4 million views on YouTube. I could pretty much talk about every
I would
Ado
too.
song, but for the sake of time, I'll leave it at that. Maybe I'll do another video on that
Should I
topic
hook
because there's just so many good songs that I didn't get to mention. Ado was learning English in preparation for her Wish tour, and she said before that she'd love to cover a Billie Eilish song eventually.
Yo,
Maybe we'll
speaking
see
of
some
Billie
Ado English
Eilish,
covers
yo,
in the
yo, Kellen, yo.
that she'd love to cover a Billie Eilish song eventually. Maybe
I
we'll see some Ado
waited.
English
We're
covers in the
waiting.
far
We
future.
are waiting for a
You know the
cover.
avatar that's
We are
associated with
waiting.
Ado? Yeah, her name's not Ado, but actually Chando. So the voice who sings is Ado, but the character itself is named Chando.
Chanda.
Another Ado related character worth mentioning is Hachan. Yeah, this tooth with a face. So when Ado got her wisdom teeth removed, she supposedly drew Hachan while recovering, and the character became a big enough inside joke with her fans that they made merch of Hachan. Speaking of merch, Ado has done some really cool merch lines. We had the plushies that I mentioned before,
I
a
want the
novel,
plushies.
and even a fashion line that
Hold the fuck up. She has a novel.
merch lines. We had the plushies that I mentioned before, a novel,
Is that still selling? Is that still selling? I want the novel. I want the novel.
and even a fashion line that was, well, insanely expensive.
Of course.
Ado even has her own original
It's her
character with
brand. Of
Sanrio,
course it's
the
gonna be
company behind
expensive.
Hello Kitty. It's a blue cat named Ado Rosa Taromeri, or Ado Rosa for
That
short.
is so cute.
And in last year's annual Sanrio character rankings, Ado Rosa came 52nd out of the 90 characters.
I love that art.
Here's some more irrelevant Ado facts that came from her Japanese fan club Doki Doki Secret Base. Ado has
No,
Ado
we gotta
facts that
read. We
came
gotta read. We gotta read it. We gotta read it. Her lucky number is 2. Favorite color is blue. Let's go. Blue gang. Blue gang. Her favorite season is winter. The cold. I agree. Especially with the cold. But I do not like the ice. Her favorite weather is sunny with lots of clouds. Sun. Ooh. Her character. Oh, her character is taller than her. One of the few Western artists she listens to. Bruno Mars! Yo, can we get a Bruno Mars collab? Please! And the fact that she loves Disney movies. I miss old Disney. She was right-handed but uses her left hand to hold the mic during live performances. I need to train my left hand to do more things that it does. It's hard though.
From her Japanese fan club Doki Doki Secret Base. Ado has won a number of awards and even appeared in some commercials, most notably with McDonald's. I don't know who is responsible for the McDonald's collaboration, but they managed to mess up both its music and visuals. Ado had her own weekly show on the radio.
I was like, what am I looking at? They should have stuck with anime! Like,
McDonald's.
2D
I don't know who is
animation.
responsible for the McDonald's collaboration, but they managed to mess
They
up both
fucked
its music
up.
and visuals.
Do not let him cook! Do not let him cook! Yo!
Ado had her own weekly show on the radio program All Night Nippon from March 2023 to March 2024, and she's also launched her own idol group last year.
Was
there
it
hasn't been
it
any
was with these
updates about it
schoolgirls?
since.
They call them the
If you
creepy
couldn't guess
schoolgirls.
already,
I forgot what
Ado's
their
a big
name
fan
is.
of anime, and there's even a list of her 20 favorite series if you want some new show recommendations.
Which
Ado
are?
apparently has a Hatsune
Which
Miku shrine in her room, and who could blame her for wanting one? She's also a big fan of the game.
Is that just a picture of the room, or is that her room? Because I don't blame her. She has a Hatsune Miku shrine in her room. Let's go. For me, I would have a shrine for Goro Majima from Yakuza.
Miku shrine in her room, and who could blame her for
And
wanting one?
Persona.
She's also a big fan of the game Splatoon, and has done live streams playing Minecraft and Mario Kart before.
Oh, I
The
didn't
funniest
see her
live
live
stream
streams. I hear
she's done
she's
though is when her
hilarious.
chat tried gaslighting her that onions fly in Australia. To end this section, I have to show the
Onions
most
fly
iconic
in
clip of Ado, and
Australia.
that's her
What? I don't think she was on Twitch. I think it was only on YouTube. Do onions? I would have been like, yeah, they do fly because you're on your way to where they're gonna be. So I'm crying because I won't get the chance.
To end this section, I have to show the most iconic clip of Ado, and that's her reacting to her own concert performance. Just remember, there's no person in this world who hates Ado more than Ado does.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before. I heard that she really critiques her own performances, and when she doesn't like it, she will say it. She will call herself out, and I'm like, girl, that's that is so fucking relatable. She's cringing.
Within 7 years, Ado went from recording covers in her closet to becoming
She's
one of
so-
Japan's most
Barely a few seconds in, and she's like, oh, she was really cringing so hard. I can picture her like grabbing her, like placing her palms on the side of her face, and it's like, yeah, that's me when I look at some of my freaking past stuff, my boss. It happens. We all have those moments.
recognizable music figures.
Love this art.
Despite the lack of belief from her parents, friends, and teachers,
Man,
Ado
her
chose to
dad
keep-
pissed me off. Her dad pissed me off when I heard that he was literally like boasting that, oh, Ada's my daughter and stuff like that. I was like, bro, you don't do that to your fucking child. She's secretive and wants stuff to be hers alone. You do not boast around and do stuff like that against her wishes. she's in one of those households where like parents don't really, well, her dad doesn't really like listen. You know, those types of households that are kind of strict in their own ways. Yeah. I was like, nope, you got me fucked up. I heard it's a bit better now because she's, I think, moved out since she was really young and lived on her own. But she still wants that, like, appreciation for her hard work and stuff like that, which every child feels that, you know? When I heard that, I was like, I'm gonna go hug my little one.
Believing in herself and pursue the one dream that gave herself purpose. It's rare to see a singer reach Ato's level of fame and still hold on to the same ideals and humbleness that they had starting out.
That
Could we
is
see
rare.
Ado follow in the footsteps of artists like Eme, who eventually revealed their identity? I don't think so.
Amir?
Ado has
Why does that sound familiar? I love this art. I need to look for it so I can put it as my background.
of artists like Eme, who eventually revealed their identity? I don't think so. Ado has expressed her desire to stay as an utaite for as long as she sings. In the next decade, Ado will undoubtedly be one of the biggest artists to bring J-pop to a bigger global audience, and to do that faceless is even more impressive. So what's next for Ado?
A lot.
Ado recently became the first solo female artist to hold not one, but 2 shows at the Japan National Stadium in April.
Holy shit. That's
Ado's 3
huge.
biggest dreams are to win a Grammy, perform at Coachella, and have the biggest
Wait,
world
didn't
tour
she
that any
perform at
Japanese
Coachella
artist has done before.
recently?
Still only 21, Ado has years of great music and performances ahead of her, and there's no doubt in my mind that thinks she won't make her dreams come true.
Yo,
That concludes my very long rambling on Ado. This is the biggest video I've made on my channel so far, and it took a lot of time and effort to make, so I hope you enjoyed
I
it.
love this video.
If you
Yeah, you got my sub. You earned my sub and you earned my like. This is a good video. Holy shit. So this was 2 years ago, y'all. She's come farther since then, man. She's gonna appear in the fucking new RGG game, Stranger Than Heaven. And other stuff. And I'm not unsure about the whole face reveal thing. I don't think she's quite ready for that yet. I don't know. But there's been like more photos surfacing and stuff like that for her upcoming performances. I just hope that she stays safe and stays grounded to her true self. Because holy crap, showing your face in this profession can be overwhelming and scary and more stressful. That's why I love like listening to faceless artists, because, and some VTubers as well, because God, there are some who will just go too far, and if something happens, they can, I guess, create another identity or something, you know? And they can still stay safe for the most part. But like, holy crap. I really wish, I'm excited for her. As always, I'm so happy. I've been introduced to her from Little One and from you guys. I am a fan, and I can't wait to see what's next.